right, fellow Americanos, what is up? Welcome to the Frito Bandito Taqueria, the taqueria of gringos locado in California. We haven't split off, fallen to the ocean, or declared ourselves an independent nation just yet. So we are still a part of the grand old United States of America, much to the chagrin of the other 49 states. But we are celebrating the 4th of July here by playing games, because I don't have fireworks. There's plenty going on around me, and thankfully, my dog seems to not give a crap about fireworks. It's fantastic. So
you won the dog roulette.
I definitely won the dog roulette. No, seriously, our dog has been totally chill. There have been idiots setting off fireworks literally in the middle of the day in my town, and they are decently loud. 100% illegal, but decently loud. And my dog's just kind of like, squirrel. And that's it. He runs after a bird. So he's totally cool with fireworks. Which is just absolutely fantastic. Looks like Mr. William Paul is possibly rebooting his connection. But we are joined also by Mr. Operator.
Hello.
Oh, Meow Kitty. Look at that. What the? I am getting... Oh. Aren't you so nice to me, Kick? You guys are so nice to me. Look at this. You guys are, you do realize, wow. Okay. All right. Well, bye, Kick. And they're gone.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Now that was interesting. So,
okay, you need to purge your chat.
Yeah, I know.
Thing.
Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Wow. I have no idea what on earth that was. That is a, that was really Bush League from Kick. 1 second here.
That's one of the reasons why Twitch doesn't like it when people have stuff from other platforms showing on the stream.
And ban. And ban.
So much so that you're not supposed to do it.
Ban. Well, I'm also not affiliated with Twitch, so I don't give a crap. So yeah, go screw yourself, Twitch. That's all I gotta say. I am using you. You are not using me. In theory. But anyway, after a massive sweeping round of bans on Kick, we're not restarting that platform tonight, jerks. Like seriously, that was so Bush League. Do you prefer an arm grow or a K-N-E-E grow? A Negro. It's like, okay, really? Dude. Negro is black in Spanish, you buttheads. I don't understand. That's such Bush League trollery. Like, seriously. That people said that to me like 6 years ago. Man, get with the times. Idiots. Alright. Well, anyway. Speaking of idiots, let's play Dawntrail with a bunch of idiots. Sounds great. Let's do it. Yeah, we can delete that one too. So, yay! What a great start to the stream, Operator. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
What's so funny is when you see... I love it when I find people on certain servers that are like, why would people say bad things about things like religion? I'm like, you aren't on the internet very often, are you?
The only reason they need is to make you uncomfortable.
I know. It's just like, okay, guys, this is This may be a triathlon Discord server, but it's still Discord, folks. Trolls abound. Trolls abound everywhere. And if you don't understand that, you're a moron.
Well, you're really just hopeless to listening to me on the internet if you can't understand that trolls are going to be around.
Yeah. Well, I started trying out Pictomancer last night.
I noticed.
My rotation probably really sucks.
Yeah, it seems to be fair.
Sorry, what was that?
It seems to be a fairly simple rotation.
Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed. But the thing was, ooh, yay!
Use everything on cooldown. Spam your filler.
Yeah.
Keep your motifs up. Blah blah blah. Don't use your motifs during off windows except for to get the removal off.
Okay, I feel stupid, operator. So, I did everything for the Twitch stuffs, and I also did everything for the.
Hit the button at the top of the mailbox. Request item. Click that button.
Oh. Hold on. The button at the top of the mailbox?
Yeah, when you're talking to the Moogle. There's a button at the top of the mailbox.
Oh, got it.
I can't get Square Enix support to resolve my issue with the address thing, so I don't know what's going on. You did redeem the codes on the log station and send them to Joy of Being, right?
I should have.
Like, that's the only character on your account, so that I know of, so.
Yeah. Huh. Now that is weird. Okay. Well, I still do not appear to be able to get my crap. So, we will, we'll figure it out later. Okay. So, let's see here. Now, operator, would you... Oh, what are you up to tonight?
I'm getting my ult through the end of Endwalker so that I can turn this Wondrous Tales in before it goes to waste. I've got more poetics than I'll be able to... Or I've got so many poetics on this character at the moment, I need to dump poetics, but in order to dump poetics, I need to get this character to level 90. Well, it's already past 90, but it needs to, get the 90 MSQ done so I can actually buy stuff at 90.
Got it.
I'm almost to the 90 dungeon. My main is done almost all of the content in Endwalker, not in Endwalker Dawntrail.
I forgot to check. Okay.
Oh, that's right, it started a new week.
Yep.
Well, it's been started a new week for a while. So I need to do that on my main as well.
Okay. So that's not too bad. Can blow through that. I can blow through my own Wondrous Tales pretty quick.
mostly need to focus MSQ. It'll give you all of the experience that you need to get to 100.
Right, but I don't have Pictomancer up. Yeah. Yeah, we'll withdraw. That's just gonna take too long. I think I'm just gonna do it on White Mage.
You could do it on Warrior. If you're talking MSQ.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I guess we'll switch it up.
Whichever you do, you have to make your choice now.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
you're
100%.
basically locked in once you get started.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dance with the girl that brought you. I've been on White Mage for so long, so it's just kind of like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it on
You should
White
go
Mage.
finish getting 660 gear for it. And it rods at Han. Oh, gear.
Yeah, I know. 650. So head, body. What is my... Okay, so I got 965. 650, 650. Because I think all of... Oops. That's right. All of my... 2, 3, 4. So 4 of my accessories are 650.
Did you already turn in your old tomes?
Yes. Hold on. What can I do with this? Oh, actually...
Hold on. The earring, definitely.
Yeah, the
That's
earring.
something.
The earring is the only thing that isn't 660 right now. Everything else on tank is 660. So, alright. Well, anyway, we'll get some poetics, and then we'll do the thing. Let's see here.
Yeah, I finished, or I swapped my mains for this expansion. I'm done with tanking as a main because they just won't make it interesting until they make it interesting. I'm not going to main it anymore.
Yeah. So you mained the summoner, right?
I'm thinking casters for this expansion. Right now that's mostly summoner, but I know that will get boring if I play it long enough because it's too simple.
Yeah, I've already bound all the Aetherites.
I cannot stand Wukulan.
That's the brother, right?
No, that's the one you're sitting right there.
Wuklama. Okay, sorry. I'm still getting used to the characters. Yay! More escort quests! Oh boy! We totally did not get enough of these in Endwalker. Oh no, we did not. Fat man. Well, at least my 5 hours of painting today were almost exclusively in the shade.
That's nice.
That was very nice. It wasn't too terribly hot today. So basically, Wook Lamont just said that her dad made the Aetherites because he saw them on an overseas trip and they looked really cool.
No. Kona saw them on an overseas trip.
Who's Kona?
The brother.
Oh.
The tech brother.
The tech brother. Oh, okay.
He went to Charlotte and studied there, came back and was like, yo, they've got Aetherites. This stuff's really rad. Also, they got airships. They're really rad.
Not gonna lie, I am pretty stoked to go to the Techno City.
You're gonna be waiting a while.
I figured. Wawaka.
So to give you an idea of how bad the story is, people are, in good faith, comparing Wu Clement to Jar Jar Binks.
Oh no.
You're gonna suffer.
Oh boy. There's one video that I have desperately been trying to find for years now, and I cannot seem to find it for the life of me. It is a YouTube video called Toy Wars. Now, I used to watch this thing back in college, and it was awesome. I mean, it was absolutely like almost Robot Chicken level of action figure animation. But it wasn't done by Robot Chicken. This predates Robot Chicken by years, I think. But there's this one part in it where Duke Nukem has a bunch of G.I. Joes in an airplane, and they're all going to parachute out. And Duke Nukem is like, we got to get out of this plane, and we're going to go kill him. And you're all going to die, too. Yeah! Everyone goes, yeah! And then Jar Jar Binks pokes his head out. Misa gonna die? And Duke Nukem go, you will die a horrible, horrible, terrible death! Yeah! Go, go, go! And everyone jumps out. But it's just the Jar Jar pokes his head out. Misa gonna die? But I haven't found it. I have been looking for so long. And because the problem is, so many little brats have put up their own versions of Toy Wars and just made wars with toys and stuff. It's buried. It is absolutely buried. I have tried every keyword combination that I can think of on YouTube, and I can't find it anymore. It's so good. It is so good.
That's what happens, man.
Because I mean, where else are you gonna get Jedi Shaft teaming up with Bruce Lee in order to destroy the evil toys who want to turn everyone into Hello Kitty?
That sounds like it got copyright ninja'd.
Oh, it probably did, but it just had all these toys in it, so it's like, if that would have got copyright ninja'd, then literally every single, wannabe thing that uses...
Well, you keep listing off all these IPs, and it's like, one of them had to go after this.
Well, I mean, it was all the action figures. They used, like, legitimate action figures. So, I don't know. But anyway, it was glorious, and I miss it. I miss it profoundly. Let's see here. We're at War for Generations. Oh, but I want to go behind the gate now. Yeah, at least I've basically gotten my wife to stop her idea of bringing our dog with us on our trip up to Utah. I've finally gotten her to realize it's okay to leave the dog at home. And we have neighbors down the street that are all available, and they are more than capable of taking care of the dog. Because she was like, well, we're going to have to take him to a kennel. No, we don't. Absolutely we don't. We'll just basically do with him what we do every other day, except we're going to pay someone else about $10 a day to do it. That's what we're going to do. And it's going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than taking him to a kennel. I mean, the kennels in my area, they charge like at least $50 a day. And then if you want them to actually take the dog out of the kennel, you have to pay an extra $20. It's just like, do we seriously have a situation like Muppets Take Manhattan? Where they just have dogs in cages and that's it? They just hang out in a cage all day? It's like, I would think that would not be allowed in the state of California. I mean, heavens, we have to have free-range chickens. And all they do is poop out eggs and then get eaten. But they gotta live on the range. Gotta live on a free range. Gotta make the rest of the country suffer. I'm not annoyed, no. It is really funny, though, being on X and see how many blue check marks are openly stating, for the love that is all good and holy, please do not even consider voting Gavin Newsom if he happens to be the presidential nominee. As a lifelong Californian, I beg you, do not. I tell you what, though, the next couple weeks, this is going to be some of the most interesting political theater we will probably ever see in our lifetime.
Yeah, I saw a clip from the debate, and yeah.
Oh, Will and I watched the whole debate together.
I didn't really care to watch it, to be honest with you.
Oh, I wanted to see it in all of its dumpster fire glory. I turned on Crowder. It was a good time. But it's like, hey, Mecca, what's up? I mean, what's hilarious is seeing all of the fallout after the debate. Because it's like, and this is stuff I've heard from the political commentators that I listen to, but it's absolutely correct. You have the people that work, the aides, that are all like, now we're all burned. Because these idiots kept telling me just to lie, even though we all knew. So now we have to act surprised. And then you have the press corps, which they all knew. There is no way every single person in that press corps did not know that Biden is the way he is. Absolutely no way they didn't know. And then you got, like, everyone else in the political elite that's like, oh, we didn't realize it was this bad. The dude wakes up at 11 in the morning and he's done by, like, 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. What do you expect?
You should be in a home for the elderly.
I know. No, but what's hilarious is there's someone who posted a video of him going to a black police officer or something like that, and he, like, gently strokes his arm. They're like, what is this? I'm like, I'll tell you exactly what this is. This is what old demented people, old people with dementia do when they talk to someone they don't really know. Because that is exactly what my grandmother would do every time. I would either go to her or she would come to me. She would kind of take my hand and then she would stroke my forearm. I'm like, I know that, and I have seen that. You know, my grandmother, bless her soul, she passed away last year, but like legitimately, that is exactly the same behavior she exuded like within 2 years before she passed away. I mean, we all knew it was coming. This wasn't a shocker. My grandpa dying, now that was a shock. He just sat down in his chair at 69 years old and bam, he was gone. That was it. He just sat down, had a heart attack, he was gone. 69 years old. Totally done.
Yep.
So, my grandma survived him for nearly 25 years. Like, my wife never met my grandfather. She actually never met my dad's mom. Well, my grandpa passed away when I was 15, so there's no way she would have met him. But yeah. So, but anyway, the president 100% is the victim of elderly abuse. His wife is one of the most sick, twisted, demented people in the nation. Like,
You had to do that to her husband, yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It is truly disgusting. And, like, I understand you don't want to vote Orange Man bad. I can understand how people can have that reasoning. But you can't vote for Joe Biden. You cannot vote for this elderly abuse. If you, I am going to die on this hill. If you vote for Joe Biden, you are literally voting for elderly abuse. Because that's what this is at this point.
Yeah.
But what's going to be fun, though, is what happens with Kamala. That's going to be a good time. That is going to be a good time. Because, literally...
Do you think we can get her out on the 25th?
Kamala?
Yeah, 25th Amendment.
I don't think so with Kamala. Definitely with Joe Biden. 1,000% you can make that case. But, literally...
Well, I know we can make the case with Joe Biden.
Oh,
I don't know if we can make it with Kamala.
Well, I mean, the problem is... There is
She's
no...
not mentally there.
Well...
She's an imbecile.
There's a difference between being an imbecile and being a corpse. Okay?
Joe Biden's not a corpse. He has pulse. Come on, man.
He's basically Rasputin from Anastasia. Okay? He's basically Christopher Lloyd without the bat.
No. Rasputin didn't have dementia.
That is true. That is true. It was really funny, though. I don't know if I can't remember if I told you this or not, but when I was in the Hall of Presidents down in Florida, the animatronics Joe Biden was more animated than the Joe Biden at the debate. But Mecca, okay. Let me be real with you, Mecca. If President Trump wins, the only reason we are going to lose is because the extreme leftists are going to unleash hell on earth. They are going...
Yeah, if you live in a big city, be prepared for fire.
Yes.
Lots of fire.
No, I'm serious. If you live in a big city and Trump wins, get out. Seriously. Do everything you need to do to move out. Because that city will burn to the ground within the next 4 years. They will find something to reenact the 2020 riots and completely riot and torch every major city to the ground. Just because they're throwing a hissy fit over Trump winning. And we've seen it before, and we'll keep seeing it again. And here's the other thing. It doesn't matter if it's Trump. That's the dirty secret. It doesn't matter if it's Trump, DeSantis, or Cruz. It doesn't matter. The playbook is the same. It's the same playbook. That is the dirty secret of the left. It doesn't matter because even if something happened and Trump wasn't allowed to be the nominee, they're following the same playbook. I mean, for the love of all that is good and beautiful, they made freaking Mitt Romney look like the most devilish person on earth.
I mean, from my point of view, he kind of is one of the most devilish people.
Well, he's one of the worst people on the earth, but he is not Hilter. He is not Mr. Hilter, okay? He ain't be the Hitler. He's an idiot. He is a pompous windbag. He is a dirtbag.
And a carpetbag.
And a carpetbag. That's absolutely true. But all I have to say about Mitt Romney is I was right. I was absolutely right not to trust the guy when he ran for president. I absolutely told my parents I actually voted third party that time. Although I voted for McMillan. I voted for McMillan, and wow, that was also a bad decision.
McMullen.
Yeah, McMullen. Yeah, total.
I voted for him in the first Trump election. Yeah, he turned out to be a.
Yeah, no, he absolutely turned out to be a dirtbag as well. But bye ankles. But yeah, 100%. I knew Mitt Romney was going to be a terrible thing from minute one. And then I've actually gotten my mom to be like, okay, I apologize. You were right. You definitely knew. You called that one. We didn't. Because my mom seriously sat me down. She's like, you are pulling the lever for Romney. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Because I think that guy is terrible. He's the Republican nominee. But, I mean, let's be serious. I live in California. My Republican presidential... minus one more vote on the popular vote, it ain't doing jack diddly squat in the state of California. Let's be honest here. We are not, as they call, a swing state. Yet. I do believe California shall rise again to the levels of Reagan someday. It's just going to take Los Angeles, San Francisco, Oakland, and possibly San Jose and Hollywood all just legitimately burning themselves down to the ground under their own terrible policies. I think that's the only thing that will do it. But I have faith. And I have to have faith because I can't move. So... All right, that's enough about dirigibles. I want more about dirigibles. I want all the dirigibles. No, but sincerely, Mecca, I don't know if you're still in chat, but trust me, I've been following a lot of politics over the past years, and a Trump administration is not going to be near as terrible as legitimately all the media makes you want to think. Okay. Just trust me on this. It is going to be a good thing.
The economy is going to soar back to like 20. Well, what's it at right now? I don't know what the Dow Jones is at, but like it got to like 50K under Trump.
Yeah, I don't understand all that crap.
Basically, the business guys love him because he's one of them.
Yeah.
So when he gets in, their vote of confidence is going to go through the roof, and so they're all going to bet on green.
Yeah.
And the stock market's going to go through the roof again.
Yeah. Which means all y'all's retirements goes up, pensioners. Just saying. You're going to have a pension. You want the stock market to go up. That means you want Trump to be in. No, but there's a lot of things. Like, basically, my big thing that I want Trump to do is to pare back the executive branch. And he's been making very good overtures that he will do it. I just freaking hope he does. Because literally, we need someone to at least turn around the ship. And the big Chevron deference court case, that is going to make a huge difference in terms of the executive branch losing its power that it has unconstitutionally grabbed. So hopefully what we're going to find is we're going to find lawmakers actually do their freaking job and actually write the legislation and not just write the architecture of the legislation and have all the acronymed agencies fill in the blanks. But hopefully Trump will legitimately slash...
It will have some knock-on effects for the Bureau of Land Management, though, as it's going to make it a little harder for them to permit drilling, which will be bad in the short term until Congress gets their tushies in a row and gets some better legislation so that the BLM can permit drilling more easily.
Right. But one of the biggest things is going to be Trump slashing federal agencies that have no business being in the federal sphere. Like things like education, and I would even argue transportation. Like, I believe... Okay. No, that's solid, Mecca. I mean, that's all I ask for. That's all I ask for is just hear me out. Just hear me out. Okay? You don't have to believe me, but at least hear me out. Because I've given a lot of thought to these kinds of things. Oh, these are alpacas. These are four-legged. They're also tacos. They seem quite placid to me. No, they sizzle quite well on the barbecue. I still can't believe they put pineapple salsa on it in this game. Seriously, no self-respecting Mexicano puts pineapple salsa on any taco. That is seriously a total leftist, I put avocados on toast kind of a thing. Like, pineapple salsa, that's not really a thing in Mexico. It absolutely is not. And
it might be at the resorts now.
Well, I mean, they're going to be at the resorts. Yeah, but that's not really authentico, as they say.
Yeah. Definitely not authentic. That's some Hawaiian stuff there.
Well, because, I mean, they have, there exists, mango salsa. Gavin Newsom and Jerry Brown will make non-pineapple salsa illegal.
Somehow I doubt they care.
No, they wouldn't care. They don't freaking care. Because you can't get pineapple salsa at the French Laundry anyway. That's a 2020 joke. Alright.
I'm glad I don't live in your state, man.
No, I get it. No, trust me. California deserves all the crap that it gets. 100%. We absolutely deserve it. But there are some perks living in California. There are perks living in California. The weather, the beach, the mountains, you know,
just the weather.
I enjoy and the OC. The OC is actually pretty good. If you have to move to California and you have money to spend on a domicile, move to Orange County. That is literally the only place you want to go. Because either Orange County if you have money, or San Bernardino County if you don't have money. Well, here's the thing, Mecca. What happened in California is you have a bunch of ideologues that have never been tested on their ideas. Their ideas have never been vetted, so to speak. No one has ever told them, you might want to check your math on universal basic income you might want to check your math on just letting criminals run rampant. They've never been told their ideas are bad. And because of that, they think all of their ideas are good. And that everyone should just love their ideas. So they literally live in this echo chamber of terrible ideas where all of them think their ideas are good, but they're terrible. But the problem is, all the people in the ruling class have enough money to where it doesn't matter. Their bad choices do not affect them at all. Like, for instance, I was in Tiburon. I was in Tiburon, California. And in Tiburon, California, everyone owns at least a $2 million mansion. Here, hold up. I have to look up something super quick.
Oh, that reminds me of something that I noticed while watching your stream. Or your VOD.
Yep.
You don't have it set up in the game so that background or the music stays on when you have the game in the background.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay. So here. Let me show you where I was. Here. I'll share my screen. Okay. This is where I was. Tiburon, California. 18.9 million. 2.3 million. 4.5 million. 3.3 million. 9.88 million. 19.5 million. 27 million. 25 million. 15 million. 8.9 million. Every single one of these houses is way insanely stupid expensive. Okay? I was here for a court case. And if you look right across the bay, there's San Francisco. Right there. Okay? So in order to get to Tiburon, you have to cross the 101, the bridge, and then you got to cross the second bridge. And then you have to take this all the way into here. Do you want to know what I noticed around here? No homeless. No homeless. And there was not nary a fast food restaurant in this entire area. There was nowhere to eat. There was no supermarkets at all. Like, I was stupid hungry when I got to this job site. And I'm just like, why? There's nowhere to eat here.
Yeah, because they all have private chefs.
Yes. So I get here and I'm just thinking all of these people are the reason why this state sucks. Because none of these people here have to live with any of the policies that they vote for. Everything that they do, it doesn't matter. Because they have enough money to not care. So, I go to places like that, and I am just pissed. I'm like, I hate coming here. Because I know all of these people do not understand what life is like outside of their little posh, elite bubble. It's just, it's aggravating. There is a gigantic reason why I despise Northern California. And the civil war within California is absolutely real. And what's even funnier is now that I go to Central California and I go to like interior Northern California as well, everybody hates, like everyone except the cities hate Newsom. Like everybody hates Newsom except those inner cities, which, like I've said before, they all hated Newsom until COVID. Like, they were all ready to get rid of Newsom until COVID. And then COVID came, and magically, he's a saint. He's the savior. He has delivered us from the COVID virus. He is like unto Moses, who said, look unto the mask and live. Yeah. No. And then the recall happened, and all the idiots that believed his COVID response was a good thing all voted to keep him in. We had the chance. We had the chance. But of course not.
And you threw it away.
And they all threw it away. Alright, so we're learning backstory and lore of Native Americans. I mean Aztecs. I mean tiger people. Click.
Yeah, something like that.
Nah. I wouldn't. Just don't go to Los Angeles proper. Like, if you visit Southern California, and if you do the Disneyland thing, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. Anaheim, Buena Park, you know, if you want to do, and even if you go down for San Diego, like, San Diego proper, the city, downtown San Diego, okay, it could be a little sketch, because they do let the homeless kind of set up shop there. But, like, you get out of San Diego proper, they do not deal with that crap at all. San Diego County and Orange County and San Bernardino County, but there's not really a lot of good reasons to go to San Bernardino County unless you like the deserts. If you like doing desert stuffs, then by all means go to San Bernardino County, because you got Glamis, you got Palm Springs, Palm Desert, all the Indian casinos are out there, so those are a good time. Oh, yeah, no, we do not go to LA proper anymore. The only reason I go to LA proper is to visit the temple for our church. And even then, we don't go there unless we absolutely have to, which sucks, because we have a brand new temple. The Loma Linda temple is literally 20 minutes south from me, and that's even, like, with traffic, we can get there in about 30 minutes. And we're not in the temple district. I'm just like, oh, come on. We're just over the hills. Come on. Just up the freaking 57 from it. Sucks. Hey, San Dimas is literally right next door to my town. It is. It truly is. Like, I can drive down the street about 10 minutes, and I'm in San Dimas. And true story. So for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Waterloo is actually Raging Waters, and my family has had a hand in every single ride that Raging Waters has put in, literally since the mid-'80s. So, yeah, needless to say, I have never paid for admission to go to Raging Waters. But, yeah. No, it's funny. It's like, San Dimas High School football rules. No, they don't. They suck. Our first swim meet was always against San Dimas. They're terrible. They were not known for swimming. That was my first high school meet I ever swam against, was against San Dimas. And when a girl on JV couldn't even finish a 200 freestyle, I was just like, this is high school? You know, because you think high school is like the big leagues. You're like, man, I'm in high school now. High school swimming, yeah. This girl can't even swim a 200 freestyle. What? No, actually, we were watching a bit of the track and field Olympic trials today while I was at my parents' house, and there was a girl who, in the heptathlon, they were running the 800 meter dash, or the 800 meters, and and she wound up winning, and they were telling her story where she had leg surgery back in January. So she had leg surgery in January, and she was able to train back up from what they were saying. I couldn't tell what exact surgery she had. But she was able to train back up and win Olympic trials in the heptathlon. That's nuts. Like, now that is a good story. That is a great sports story right there. I mean, granted, she did have Jackie Joyner-Kersee, the one of the most winningest track athletes of all time, as her coach. She did have a bit of a professional to help her. So that's great. That was a good story. But I have to share one more Olympic trial story. So there was a guy in swimming who made it onto the Olympic team. It was one of the butterfly events. Can't remember if it was 100 or 200. But he came out of nowhere. I need to watch this event. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently he came out of nowhere. And he was like one of the outside lanes, which in swimming, that means you're one of the slower swimmers. So it's fastest in the middle, and then they divide out to where the slowest are on the outside. So he came from an outside lane in the finals to make the Olympic team. And he was interviewed. And the interviewee said, so what are your thoughts? I mean, you made the Olympic team and you were a complete outsider. What was your thoughts after, going into the race? And he goes, well, you know what? If you got a lane in the finals, you got a chance. I'm like, I like that guy. Because there's a lot of people who would make it to the top 8, and they'd be like, well, there's no way in frick I'm making the Olympics. No way this is possible. But you know what? You got a chance. Doesn't matter how slow you think you are. Anything can happen. In the final race, someone always could choke big time. All right, so we're looking at something about Vanu. Groovy. All right. What's this next one?
Hanu, not Vanu.
Oh. So
there's a difference. One's really bright and colorful, the other's drab and gloomy.
Oh. Such a difference.
I know, right?
They're still burbs. Maybe we need a Z Frank to make a video about it. Oh, we got Baja. Baja mentionings, which I know nothing about Baja. I don't even know if I've actually been there. Yes, we'll move on to the second half of the pillars. Do you know what would be awesome? If they made Wook Lamada Cholo. That'd be fantastic.
Made her what? A cello?
Cholo.
Cholo? What the heck is a cholo?
You don't know what a cholo is?
No, I've never been to Mexico.
You don't need to go to Mexico for a cholo, man. Cholos are like Mexican Americans, but they're like wannabe. They're like truly wannabe gangsters, and they're really funny.
Uh-huh. I mean, I think they were trying to make Wook funny, but the humor fell flat on its face for me.
I mean, okay. Do you know Cheech and Chong?
Nope.
You have never heard of Cheech and Chong?
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of other famous cholos. Did you ever watch All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Yeah, a long, long time ago.
Do you remember the little chihuahua, Tito?
Not really.
Ah, crap.
The only dogs I remember from that movie were the main character and the villain, and I hardly at all remember them.
Wrestler Eddie Guerrero. Mecha, I very much so doubt Operator knows anything about wrestlers.
Not in the slightest.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to find some good cholos, and I'll share them. Cause it's like basically think like LA Dodger fan Mexican gangster. And you have cholos. And oh, they are proud of their cholo culture, man. That is not a derogatory remark in the slightest. Cholo be choloing. They love being cholos.
I mean, it just sounds really similar to another word that is derogatory.
Oh, I know. No, CHOLO, cholo. It is absolutely 100% a culture thing, and they love it.
Yeah,
Like
I just can't hear the word without thinking of the one that has an M in the middle instead.
But yeah, it would be great. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tural history, whatever that may be. Trying to think of other things Cheech and Chong have been in. Yeah, because they made it. Their Cheech and Chong were these Mexican actors, you know, back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, plus minus. Basically, they were known for being stoners. Like, that was their thing. Like, literally, one of their movies is called Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. And it's basically about them getting high all the time and just doing stupid crap. It's basically the OG, Dude, Where's My Car? Which you've probably also never have seen. All right. Nice dreams of the marijuana ice cream truck. I will admit I haven't watched a bunch of Cheech and Chong movies. I just know that they exist, and I've seen clips from them, but I've never actually sat down and watched one from start to finish. The Corsican Brothers? Okay. Had your fill of history. Yes! Thank you! Make it stop! I was told there would be no history.
Oh no, this is the entire expansion, man. Whoever told you there would be no history was yanking your chain.
Ah, darn it. Yanking a chain, yanking a chain. Oh, there better be tacos. I swear, you feed me tofu, I kick you. Yeah, we have tacos. Meat and salad. Salad. This ain't real tacos. This is freaking Tex-Mex, yo. Okay, as a resident taco expert, we must let's see here. Okay, we got we need to so we got the churrascaria. Okay, so let's see here. So we got
if you press home on your keyboard, you can go into first person mode.
Shoot. No, I don't want to talk to him yet.
Brokevo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Only one? Juan does not only eat Juan taco. Juan must have all the tacos.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight.
It's also
like
interesting
choicest
that she
feelings.
makes no
Only
mention
the
of
best
how
for
they
you
should
and
be
your
prepared.
friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Yeah, the silver scales bit there is probably
And
pointing
now
to something
keen to
more
rebuild their
like
broken
it.
reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
Oh, by the way, Mecca, when I was, oh, sweet. When I was talking about, not being cool with salad on tacos, is that one does not put salad on tacos. So, if you are making tacos al pastor, the only proper topping for a ingredient good, an ingredient pure tacos al pastor is the meat, onions, and cilantro. That's all you put on it. And then you can put a hot sauce on top of that if you so desire, but lettuce actually does not go on a al pastor taco. Okay? Now, if you just have a ground beef taco, go nuts. The ground beef tacos, they're the American version of tacos. The ground beef tacos, you can just put whatever you want on it. But certain tacos have certain traditional ingredient pure ingredients that go inside of the taco.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Aaronville.
I can't imagine the Dawn servant would request a formal survey for a place
The
that
pastor
doesn't
don't like
exist.
salad. No. It's not el pastor. It's al pastor. So el pastor is the pastor. Al pastor is pork marinated in a yummy marinade and then fried. Fried? Yeah, pan fried. Not like oil fried. Okay, now give me the freaking tacos. Yeah, give the taco to the pastor.
Now to
Okay.
find a spot with a pleasant view to
Got me
enjoy
there,
our
got me
crunchy
there.
spoils.
That's a quad, yeah. That's worth a quad, yeah. Oh, and the only proper way to eat a taco al pastor is soft tacos. What? What? No!
Oh,
No! Nuh-uh. You crunched the taco.
Not a very good call.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did, boy. I kill you. I kill you where you stand.
Oh, no.
Do you know how many deities I have murdered up until this point?
I don't know these ones. New salt.
New salt? Yes. I am going to turn you into a pillar of salt for what you did to my tacos.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Okay, can I just kill this guy now? I just want to kill him now.
Was there something
Can I
you
murder him,
wanted?
please?
You don't get to kill him.
Bakujaja?
Oh!
He's the best character of the expansion, man.
He's the best character of the expansion, and he's a taco smash. Wait, that doesn't sound right. A taco smasher. We don't. It's a good thing Will's not here. He would not let me go. He would not let me go for that one. All right, I'll buzzer myself on that
That's not a good call. No.
You don't like that call.
I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Such an honor.
one. I only see one person. Who's us?
Glory on your name, brother.
Two-headed.
And on yours, brother.
Dude, this is like straight up nightmare fuel, man.
I
The two
know
heads
my
each have their own
rivals for the
personality.
throne. Nothing more.
So they talk about themselves in the plural.
Another
It's like,
child
well,
of
you
the
may have
Dawn
two heads,
Servant?
but you got one sack of balls that I can kick.
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling house cut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
They do know I can totally just murder him, right? Right?
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Yeah, what she said.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakujaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo.
Now that looks like a
Buneo.
spam taco.
And the Dopro.
Yeah.
Spam tacos are an atrocity.
Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubiko and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
When will I get my tacos?
We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to
They
rest.
never actually give you tacos in the MSQ.
As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you
The
there?
taco is a lie.
The palace it is. I'll let Wooklamart.
I want my
Destiny
tacos.
calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Hello, it's in a shell. You can take it to go. Hello. Ugh. Lame. Anyway, we're gonna go inspect those tacos. I have to inspect those tacos. Okay, Crowell, shut your face. I'm inspecting tacos. This is official taqueria business. Oh, that's an actual roof. Okay. Home. Alright, let's see here. Okay. So, alright. Okay. I can dig. I can dig these tacos. So, this one, the one in the center, that's going to be your al pastor taco. Because tacos, so pork that's prepared al pastor typically kind of has a red tinge. Now, I couldn't tell you what seasoning gives it the red tinge, but traditionally, that has a reddish tinge. Over here, this would be some sort of a beef taco. I would say probably a machaca. I would say that's some sort of a machaca, shredded beef taco. And then over here on the side, I would guess that's probably a chicken taco. So you got a solid spread of tacos. Their tortilla chip game, they need to improve their tortilla chip game. These are looking kind of sad, and these look like perfect triangles, which absolutely do not happen with well-made tortilla chips. So, okay, so then over here we got, looks like it's got maybe a pina colada right there. I have no idea what that could possibly be. That looks like a Mai Tai right here. And then we got rando fruits, and we got a bottle of bubbly. And then we got booze on tap that's purposefully not rendered well. So that looks like Jack Daniels right there. I couldn't even begin to tell you what everything else is over there. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So, the Feral does approve of the tacos here. But yeah, they also got the churrascaria business going on here. So for those of you that don't speak Brazilian, churrascaria is basically a barbecue. It's kind of like an all-you-can-eat meat restaurant, but they like bring the stuff to you. It's fantastic. It's my heaven on earth. I one time went to a churrascaria with other members of my swim team the day we did 100 100s on the 3 minutes. And so that's 10,000 yards of swimming within 3 hours. And every single 100 had to be right at your best time. So you had 3 minutes to rest, but you were basically going absolutely hard the entire time you swam every 100. We ate meat at Takano's for 3 hours straight. It was glorious. I actually haven't been to a churrascaria since I left college. There is one in a couple cities over from me. Okay, where are we going? Okay, so we can go. All right here. Of course, Estinian.
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Why is Estinian here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising
think he
opponent,
just travels,
he invites
man.
them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, we can't resist a good fight.
He's got at least one short story that came out over the course of the last couple of expansions where he's been traveling.
Right.
There was one specifically where he was in Ghana.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tural.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawntrail.
What?
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered still. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it.
Good for...
Okay, bye. Estinian late. So now does this guy have like a bunch of wives and that's how he has both a two-headed son and a kitty daughter?
He doesn't have a two-headed son. And the others are adopted.
Oh, they're adopted. Got it.
This was covered in 6.5.
The first promise.
Oh, I have since forgotten. Obviously.
The second promise. Oh no.
The two-headed actually typically cannot have children. His one biological son is considered a miracle for the very fact that he exists.
Oh, got it.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Chacha. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Serpent. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamucha at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense will know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph
It
in the
will
rite of
be a
succession
game of
and thereby
parcheesi.
claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Tural and find the City of Gold.
If I may, Father.
Speak, God.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer us proof, my unbroken word. For I have seen it with my own four eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, You need to break the seal I put in place. Ring them.
Oh, excuse me. These look like the stones that we just looked at.
I know, right?
So you mean that history lesson was foreshadowing?
The Tuliyola saga.
What?
Paid off extremely fast, too.
Yeah.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gate.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both. But I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
Let me have fun toying with your lives
A waste
one
of
last time.
Just name Bakunja Justice and be done with it.
The rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching you.
Isn't this just the plot of Rat Race?
I don't know because I never watched
And
that.
Clemens,
It's actually pretty funny.
remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Starts with a bunch of randos. So the whole story of the movie is a bunch of random people go to a casino and they win at slot. Each of them win a special coin at a slot machine that says, "Go, go see management." So then management brings them all into a room, and it's a random selection of people. I mean, you got a foreign tourist who's Mr. Bean. You got John Lovitz. That's a dad of 2 kids. The husband and wife and 2 kids. And, John Lovitz is the dad of 2 kids. And his wife, Lovitz, his wife, and the 2 kids are on a vacation. And then there's a couple other interesting characters alongside it. Like a honeymooner couple. Early 20s honeymoon couple. So they get brought into a room, and then John Cleese is like, so we want you to race to, they start in Vegas, and they need to go to, like, Wyoming or something. It's actually, like, on the East Coast. Like, they have to get to Florida or something like that. And he's just like, you all need to race to Florida to this one place with this key and open up this locker. First person to the locker wins. And everyone's all looking at each other. They're just kind of like, what? Is he serious? I mean, is that serious? And then he goes, okay, and go. And everyone's like, wait, what? He goes, I just started the race. You're all supposed to be racing to the locker in Florida to open it up with the key I just gave you. Go. And everyone's like, is this guy serious? He pulls out a gun, shoots the ceiling. There's your starting gun. Go! So then what it winds up being is a bunch of foreign millionaire high rollers are actually betting on every person that's in there. So they're all betting on everyone. And they're so the whole movie's about them racing to Florida to obtain the prize. It is funny. It is a good funny movie. So that's basically what this is. This is Rat Race right here.
Yeah, this is not going to be as funny as Rat Race.
Oh no, I know it's not, but it's basically the same plot.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
All right, Cryle's 100% on board.
Thank you for hearing my petition.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Whew, this is a long set of cutscenes. He's still going.
Too late to change your mind
You're
now,
going
I
to
suppose.
have to just get used to that.
But are you
because
sure
you're
you
going
wish
to
to be
watching
part of this?
cutscenes for the next month. Maybe 2, knowing your pace.
Right?
I'm not joking.
Oh no, I know you're not.
Our promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though
For
you
a
may have agreed to
30-hour
help,
story,
I worry that you
it
were
felt
swept
like
up in her
100.
relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
Oh, thanks, Graha.
But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
So you are committed to your path?
I want to see where this journey ends.
I will speak no more
I
of
think
it,
this
then.
journey's going to end with a bullet in my head. Or not. Who
As
knows?
for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come!
It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Serelja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Soralja, the first promise and commander. Serelja, the palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Nature found a way.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Cryon, are you alright?
Kryl, are you trying to take a dump?
The echo. It gave
She
me
seriously
a
looked like she was
glimpse
pumping a
into
grunt.
ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's our Kona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They...
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Claver. Oh, come now. What? That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Well said.
The Mamulja finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of... His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is.
What would he do with the throne should he win?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself, but one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will...
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, third promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land.
Does everyone in this land have cataracts, or is it just me?
The Turali way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful
All
nation,
their eyes, they
and
look
we
cloudy.
beg you to preserve it.
Oh, they
You
don't
have
give
my word. I won't let your pleas
pupils
go unanswered.
to most of the beast ones.
Oh, okay.
Until Tuliolal was
Never
founded
have.
some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us...
Apologies. It's hard to get away.
It's only been like a minute.
This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but...
Well, at least someone is seeing us off.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
That is going to be the worst mistake you have ever made, nursemaid.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise, I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name,
I've yet to hear them.
Jeez, why can't they use their
Compared to the
inside
two Mamulja,
voices?
she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate
Hey,
to say it,
we can
but it's
hear
hardly a
you.
competition.
It's fine.
Good.
More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Look. Your brothers may excel in their respective way.
Thank you, Namika.
You excel in the strength of friendship.
That's unironically how
Well,
the entire thing
we
goes
ought to
down.
be on our way.
My friends are my strength. Shut up, Sora.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your
only
victory with
the-
bated breath.
Just lop her head off and be done with it.
Oh, I am going to enjoy your anguish, operator, as I drag this MSQ out.
You think you're going to enjoy mine, but it's actually going to be me enjoying yours.
So I shouldn't be getting an operator tears cup instead of a leftist tears tumbler. I need a feral tears tumbler.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna cut it here because I am far too tired to keep moving on. That cutscene was a smidge too long.
Yeah.
I'm just too tired. I can't.
This is cutscene the expansion.
Oh, great. All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna end it there. We got through a number of cutscenes. Unfortunately, we didn't get our freaking tacos. We'll see if we get our tacos next time. I don't care, operator. We're gonna use this as a stinger for the outro. Okay? We're gonna keep trying to get our tacos. Okay?
There are no tacos.
Hey, no!
The tacos
Shut
are
up!
a lie.
Shut up! Shut up!
Tacos are a lie.
Quiet, you! You are ruining the suspense that I am putting into the audience to make them want to tune in tomorrow. Because they're going to want to tune in tomorrow and say, does Pharaoh finally get it? Does Joya Bing get her tacos? I must tune in. And if you keep telling everyone the tacos are a lie, they're not going to want to come. So shut your mouth and let me dream my dreamy
The cake is a lie.
Let me dream my dreamy little dream, man. All right, well, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all very much for tuning in. As everyone finishes off their 4th of July celebrations, I do hope all of you have retained your 10 fingers. And just remember, our country has not lived up to its independence stuffs for a number of years. But as long as you keep voting for those that want to expand your freedoms instead of expand your regulations, we will finally get back to that point. So anyway, that's it for me. Join the Discord, link in the description below. Unless you're on Kick, screw you all. Thank you, operator, for hanging out tonight.
Happy to be here.
So we'll be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy 14. So until then, my friends, good night, Isaiah Norris. Oh, wherever you are. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.